Hello, hello, my beautiful Population 1 viewers. Thank you for joining this stream today. I've got a special interview for you, as you can tell by the intro. We've got Population 1 streamer, content creator, and player. And we're going to get in the nitty-gritty knowledge of about this person in just a moment as you guys are popping into the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for already liking early. Lady Mark, I see you here. Thank you for joining. If you guys could share out the content. Most importantly, sharing is the biggest part of my interviews so that we can get some people to follow and watch this special content creator. All right, a little quick share. Today we are in a map created by Weller107, one of our top map makers. And this is one of the maps that was voted in as one of the best maps made in Sandbox to date. So, what we're going to do is go find our special person. So we've got, this map is dedicated to Sergeant Slaughter 16, Big Box Dev of the Month, Big Box Casey. Get wrecked. Here we go. All right. Let me know in chat if you guys are having any issues hearing me. I think I fixed everything on my stream, got a new desk, had to reset everything up. So we are just making our way here to find our special person of the hour and a half. All right, and we've got the beautiful RusticMoon. Hello, Rustic. Hello. How are you doing on this beautiful day?
I tried to pick a beautiful background.
It is. This is great. Yes, Weller's gonna like this.
Yes, great job, yeah. Weller.
Very good job. Okay, so RusticMoon, we've got some Pop 1 content created by you, and let's go ahead and quickly tell chat where everybody can find you online, and you're live right now, correct?
I am live.
X_DevilsGirl_X.
Okay.
And both of them
Welcome
are
to my channel.
VR.
All right,
Kata.
RusticMoon VR. Here we go,
Welcome
guys.
to my channel.
We're going to go through the regular series of questions. We're going to have all of these
Welcome
people
to my
telling me
channel.
that they're in my channel real quick. So,
Drapsnat.
As we do that,
Welcome
I'm
to
go
my
and get
channel.
ready to ask the questions. All right. Simple ones first. If you have any questions, you don't get to ask them, I do.
Okay.
Okay, no. All right. RusticMoon, where are you located?
I am in Arkansas, mid-Arkansas, actually.
Okay.
Actually, if most people know where Memphis is, I am only about 45 minutes from Memphis. So actually northeast side.
Okay, very good. And let's talk about, if you're comfortable, what do you do for a living outside of playing this lovely game?
I work for a company that is called Kinder Morgan, which is a company that offloads scrap materials. So along the Mississippi River, we have barges that come in and we offload that scrap. So I used to work in the payroll department, but then I moved recently over to doing like purchase orders and the work orders for the supplies that are needed for some of that stuff to haul that stuff off of that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting. Been there about 9 years.
It sounds very busy. That sounds like a very busy job.
It's a very busy job.
All right. Let's talk about Pop 1. When did you start playing this game?
Actually, I started on Thanksgiving Day 2021. My brother introduced me to it. We were at a Thanksgiving dinner, and he asked me if I wanted to play, and I was like, sure, never had played it. So hopped on, and he took me through the training park, and I wasn't aware that this was an actual game that you play with, quote, real people.
Yeah.
So he said, are you ready to play? And I was like, yeah, let's go. So
Hampus
he put me in, and I
035.
started hearing everyone speak.
Welcome
and I was
to
like,
my channel.
oh, you're kidding me. You put me in here with real people. So yeah, that's I was addicted from that point on. I went that night and purchased the Oculus 2 headset and purchased it, and I've been going
Playing
strong at it ever since then.
So you started just a few days before Pop 1 Baby's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Let's talk about your gamer name, RusticMoon. Where did you come up with that, and what does it mean to you?
Rustic is part of because my husband and I love to go antiquing quite a
Mm-hmm.
bit and we
Mm-hmm.
love a lot of rustic items. So even like in my house, we have items that are like very distressed. So a lot of white distressed furniture. And
Mm-hmm.
so we love the rustic style. So that's where that came from. The moon, I've just always thought the moon was pretty fascinating. And I just thought, well, I'll put those two together. And so rustic moon is how I came about.
I like it. I also
Yeah.
really like your logo. I'm kind of looking up at my computer screen right now because I like the style of it, the colors of it, and it matches your name, Rustic Moon, very well. So you did a nice job with that.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. That actually came from an AI.
Okay. Well, the AI did
Yeah.
a wonderful job, I'll tell you. I mean, it looks very
Yeah.
much like what I would picture when I think of Rustic Moon in my head. That's the kind of image I would pick. So, yeah,
Awesome.
great
Yeah.
job, AI.
Thank you.
All
Yes.
right. What level are you currently?
I am 58. I'm about 100,000 away from 59.
Okay. And are you in a clan?
I am. Well, no, I was. I used to be with Cyanide, and then recently I just kind of backed out because I wasn't able to participate in a lot of their scrims, and then
Mm-hmm.
they would have to cancel them a lot because a lot of people wouldn't show, so I ended up just kind of backing out.
Okay. And so do you play in comps?
I do. I play mixed doubles.
Mm-hmm. And when you pick your teammate in mixed doubles, how do you decide who you're going to play with?
Alicidra,
Well, I
welcome
used
to
to
my
play with my
channel.
brother, Ochre, and we
Shanuala,
played probably the first couple
welcome
seasons,
to my
maybe
channel.
the first 3 seasons together, and then he hurt his shoulder. So
Oh,
he hasn't
dang.
been playing for like the last 6 months or so. And
Okay.
so when it came around, I bypassed season 4 because of his hurt shoulder. And then when they came with season 5, I asked my partner that has been playing with me for a year and a half if he wanted to
Mm-hmm.
join. So he agreed that he wanted to join.
Cool. Okay. All right. What is your preference? Old map or new map or which map? What map do you like to play squads on?
I definitely like our Metropolis map. I am tired
Okay.
of playing classic map. It was okay for a while, but there's not a lot going on. So give me back our kingdom, give me back our metro. I'm ready for some grind in there.
Well, I heard that it's coming back in 3 days, if that's what you heard as well.
Yes,
So should be
that
back
is what
this
I
week.
heard.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yep, and maybe with that they'll bring back some Metro map, just Metro only,
Mhm.
Royale. That would be
Haven't
cool.
heard haven't heard what map they're bringing in from like,
From
sandbox
Sandbox.
area.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So
That
that'll
would
be
be really
interesting to
weird
see
if they
what they
dropped
bring
in
in.
something like this enclosed. I don't think
Right?
they would, but that would be so weird.
It would.
um, let's talk about the parts of the map that are the I don't know when you think of Pop One's map with Dead River and things like that. What part of the map would you want Big Box to focus on developing or changing or taking away?
Doing more. Definitely Big River. That was my thing when I was in the playtesting for the when they were trying to put in the new sandbox stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely voted for the Big River, which I can understand because Big River wasn't big enough to put the maps that they were wanting. So that would be interesting if they do come in and put the new sandbox map there and take Big River out. It
Yeah,
needs some extra coverage. There needs, even if they just do more mountains or something in that area, it needs more coverage there for
yeah.
sure.
And
You
so
have nothing to hide.
not a lot of people remember this from a long time ago. Dead River used to be behind the zone lines. It used to be way back in the map, and then they did a revamp and they brought it closer to construction where
Mhm.
you could actually run into it. And it's still
Right.
like, ugh.
It's still not good.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
just no coverage between complex and sim. It's wide open. So,
Agreed.
and if you hot drop there,
Yeah,
you're just
forget
wide
about it.
open
Natasha
for everyone to
VR,
see. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So,
welcome to my
All right.
channel.
Well, let's talk a little bit
Natasha
about some
VR,
things that get to know you
said,
more as a person outside
agree.
of Pop One.
okay.
What is your favorite food?
It would happen to be Japanese and sushi. Like you can take me to a
Mmm.
sushi house and give me steak and sushi, and I'm down.
Okay.
I
Okay.
love sushi. Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and see who's in our chat here so we can say hello. We've got Mark Hurst and Lady Gaming is in here. Let's see here. Oh, hi, guys. And then we've also got, let's see here. Oh, gosh, a whole list of people. Natasha, hello. How are you doing?
Hello,
And,
Natasha.
We've got, let's see here. I don't know if I can pronounce everybody's name correctly, so I'm sorry. Drapsnat's in here. Kata's in here. We've got Paradise for Streamers in here. Mariah, thanks for joining. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. We are interviewing RusticMoon, who's given us some personal details about herself right now.
Ooh.
Like super personal. What is your
Natasha
favorite
VR
holiday?
said,
Halloween.
hey,
love
grinning
Halloween.
face with smiling
Good
eyes.
choice.
Mhm.
Okay. What about if you have time outside of Population 1? If you get to watch TV or movie or TV series, what do you jive with? What's your favorite kind of TV show?
I love horror shows. Anything that's
Yes.
basically like horror. I was raised really young, even as a child. My parents and my dad and them used to love horror movies.
Yeah,
And I
same.
remember the biggest one that we watched was Exorcist. So that was a big thing. And I grew up watching horror films and horror movies. So anything that's horror based, you can sit me down and I'm all about horror movies.
Nice. I
Even
think
if
we could
they
hang
have
out.
television. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do big screen. I'm
Yes.
down for horror movies anytime.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now if I could pin you for a person that drinks either coffee, energy drink, tea, or soda off of your vibe, let's see here. I'm feeling a little bit coffee on you. Are you a coffee drinker?
I do love coffee and I love creamer. So if I can't have my coffee, then I do go to my G Fuel. So it's
Okay.
one of those two in the mornings. If I don't
Very
have
good.
creamer, I won't drink it black, so I will go drink G Fuel instead.
Okay.
I have to have my
Outside.
energy in the morning.
Yeah, me too. I go with tea. Tea is my preference. But yeah, if I don't have that caffeine, like I'm super addicted to it. I can tell. It's like it's in my blood and I have to have it.
Yes,
I
yes.
get it.
It's got to be in there. Like if I don't
Mhm.
have it in the morning times, like my day feels like it's dragging. So
Uh-huh.
even
Yep.
my coworkers are like, "You need some energy."
Yeah.
So
What's
yeah, I've got
wrong
to
with
have
you
it.
today?
Yeah,
Totally. All right. Do you stream other content outside of Pop One?
I do. I actually stream recently on Sundays for like the last month. We've been streaming Ghost of Tabor.
Okay.
And before that, I was also, and I love to play Among Us. That used to be our
Mhm.
Sunday thing until Ghost came out. But I play sometimes with my brother. We like to do The Forest. So my nieces also stream. My brother streams. So we all like just play the Forest together.
Okay. And do you play The Forest
Fortnite.
in VR?
Believe it or not, I have not. I own it in, VR, but
Yeah.
because my brother and them don't have it and they don't play it in VR, I just feel like I can be more compatible with them if I play it PC. So,
Sure. Sure.
yeah.
All right.
And
And
I
where were
play
you going
Fortnite,
with
but I
Fortnite? Yep.
suck. But I suck at it. So my
I
niece
do too.
carries me.
I've played it on
It's still
Xbox
fun.
and I'm like, yikes.
The thing is
Ooh.
I even have like the subscription for it every month just so I can get the skins, and I don't even know why I do that because I play like maybe once a month and suck so
Mhm.
bad at it, but it's still
Mhm.
fun.
It's dangerous for me because I get in there and I see like the gory horror ones, or I bought one with like this giant
Mhm.
monster snapping head, and I'm like, that's the coolest thing ever. And then it had a matching
That's
backpack,
me.
so I had to have
Yes.
that too.
I'm like, give me the horror. That's what I do. I see all of the ones that have like the anime and stuff. I'm like, just bring the
Yes.
horror ones to me.
Yeah.
What can I find? Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play the weapon loadout game, where I get to guess what your loadout is based on just whatever knowledge I might have in my book. So
Okay.
we're gonna get going here in our room settings. We'll be able to hear each other. If there's backpacks
Okay.
in this level, feel free to fill up on backpacks and fill it up with shields, health, knives, whatever it
things
is
that I
that
normally
your
use.
favorite.
Okay.
Yep, you run a perfect lobby. What does it look like in your wheelhouse? So, are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Perfect. And I'm actually going to do this sitting down for the first time. I'm hoping not to get myself injured.
I thought about that, but I thought, better not.
All right. So let's see here. Oh, there are backpacks. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Nice.
Oh, and he put red launchers in this map. Guys, this is my favorite weapon here. It's so beautiful.
I'm glad you landed on the backpacks. Oh, wait, yeah, backpacks. Here we go.
I see backpacks everywhere. Okay, so let's see what we're going to be looking for. I don't think this belongs here or this. Let's go shopping for some guns. That's a nice looking. Okay. Here we go. I feel good about that. I feel like that's a possibility. Okay.
Searching.
There is a red ump over here. I don't know if that's your flavor. Moving through. Let's see here, guys. I'm trying to remember when I saw you playing in mixed doubles. When I was shoutcasting, I'm trying to remember what I saw.
What I used?
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a sword. It's not the sword that we typically see, but there's a sword. All right, here we go. I was looking for this one. I feel like maybe that's correct. Maybe. I don't think you play with this. I really don't.
X_Devil's Reaper.
I'm trying
Welcome
to find...
to my channel.
Okay, I found her. So.
Her, huh? Her. Huh. It must be your favorite weapon.
I found her.
Her, uh-huh. Okay. Gotta make sure I get some heals in here. Ooh, that's a question. I don't know if I think I have seen you play with this before. Chat, I'm wondering if she's going to have that, but she hasn't picked it up yet, so maybe not. How are you feeling about your loadout? You about ready?
I need... Wait, where did I drop that? Here it is. Okay, I think I've got it.
Okay. I'm not seeing any shields on this map. I see a lot of shield, but just not
like
shakers.
Yeah, the batteries. Yeah.
Oh well. We'll just go with this random.
Yeah. So where are we gonna meet? Back right.
Let's meet. Oh, here we are.
Here we are.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh, and I see that I at least got the samurai sword right. All right.
And I was trying to put it away.
Yeah. First weapon, I went with the samurai sword. Yep. I grabbed the Excalibur looking for the samurai, but I figured we could just say it was the same thing. Tell me about the samurai. Do you like to use it for speed, for just the beginning of the game? Do you use it for sword kills?
I use that all during the game. I do use it for speed, but if I'm close enough and I can jump into somewhere, I would rather Cyberblade.
Nice.
Very rare. Yeah, it's very rare that I get to, but I love Cyberblades.
Okay.
So that's fun.
Now, and oh yeah, things are going to disappear because we're in deathmatch and they changed that.
Yeah.
Okay. I did go with some nades. I wasn't really sure if I carried nades or not, but I did go with some nades. How about nades?
And
No?
I do love those. I had those in my backpack, but I have recently started carrying something else. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I didn't see. I actually was looking for one
Sonia
of those, but I didn't
765.
find one, so I skipped it.
Welcome to my channel.
What's up, Sonia? Okay, for
01 Ella.
health, I went with
Welcome to my
bananas.
channel.
Yay, bananas. Good. Hi, Sonia. How you doing this Sunday? Thanks for joining. Okay. Guessing with weapons. Now, I couldn't find any shields. I probably would have replaced one of these weapons with shields, but I found an MP5. I really wasn't sure about that. I had an ump at one point. What about do you carry an SMG?
You probably picked that up because I dropped it, so you would have been.
Oh, it was the dang it, I was
Yeah.
not right.
But now I do carry that. I carry that one quite often, though.
Okay,
And now the
okay.
P90 used to be my gun, but when they done the whole entire update and they messed up the P90, I started using the UMP and the MP5. So
I've also
it depends on
noticed.
the stars.
Okay.
So it's stars, yeah.
Okay. UMP is one of my absolute go-to. I love it. Even when they change it, I still love it. So yeah, that's one of my comfort weapons for sure. The next one I went with, I wasn't sure between these two. I grabbed an RFB and I was like, I don't know. Yes?
That's my she gun. That's my she gun.
Perfect. Okay.
If I can't have anything but this is what I'll take.
Same here.
Yeah.
Okay, same here.
Yeah.
So, and I also picked up the AK. I couldn't find a sniper. And I was also questioning the shotgun, but I picked up an AK. What else do you have in your wheelhouse? Yeah.
I have the op.
Okay.
Now, the AKs, I have never really been fond of them, but when it comes to the purple and the gold, I will use them if I can't find anything else. I've never really been able to get down the recoil on them. Until recently, I was very surprised. Yesterday, I was able to kill several people with an AK.
Yeah.
But until I had the recent update and they messed up my P90, that's when I started going with an op. So I'm very impressed. I've been actually enjoying the op.
And are you a good shot with the op? Are you learning with the op? Like what kind of level of
I'm learning, but I've been very surprised at the amount of headshots that I can make while they're flying in the air right now. So I've gotten a lot better with it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, last thing, you know, you have to die by me. That's just the rule.
Yes, I gotta die.
You have to die. I mean, you could challenge me. I do like and appreciate a good challenge.
Well, we can always challenge. I'm not afraid of a challenge.
Well, usually this is the only place I can win, so.
I really doubt that.
All right. So, you guys, everybody joining in chat, thank you for the likes. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for sharing the content. I'm interviewing RusticMoon, who is also live. Where can we find you online?
YouTube and Twitch at RusticMoon VR.
Perfect. So if you guys aren't following RusticMoon yet, go ahead and do a quick search. Find her. Are you live on Twitch and YouTube
Welcome
right now,
to my channel.
On both, yes. I'm live on both right now.
Okay. So
and if you want, I do have a Discord. You're more than welcome to join Discord.
Lovely. All right. So you guys have a job. If you're not already following, find RusticMoon. Go say hello in her chat. And then share it out to your friends. Most importantly, we want to share content creating information here so that people can find RusticMoon and follow her content and watch her gameplay and tell her how good she is or how not good she is, just depending on what type of person you want to be.
Be honest.
All right. A little bit more about the weaponry that you use and prefer. Do you have any secrets with your favorite weapons?
Secrets with a favorite weapon? No, not really.
Okay.
Hold on, let me close my door. Dogs are growling.
Yeah.
Oh, Still Runner, thank you. He says I'm very good at the game. Thank you.
There you go.
But secrets, the only thing that I'm having with the ops still I've got to get better with is more quick scoping instead of trying to take a moment to focus through the scope. I've got to get more, so I'm practicing more with just more of a quick scope instead of, trying to really practice on that scoping part. That's my biggest thing. So that's a weakness. So if you're in lobby with me and I do have an op, just know that it's taking me a minute for that.
Well, that is a follow-up question is what would be your weakness to share? So outside of taking a little bit of time on aiming for the op, is there any other weakness that you're working on?
Definitely just trying to learn the AK for sure. But as far as that, I try very well to keep hid, not stay out in the open. That was one thing that I remember my brother when I first started. I was horrible at that. So just staying hid, stay undercover, but as far as weaknesses, I've tried to really practice a lot of my weaknesses, but I'm pretty sure that people that watch me could tell me what my weaknesses are. And Willis Billis does really good at that with the op. He's like, you need to do this with the op instead of that. So, which is very
Love
helpful because the
it.
people that watching will see more of the screen than I will, because since I'm doing it, they can tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about your least favorite weapon. Something that maybe you'd wish Big Box would either take out of the game or just show less of in the game. What's your least favorite weapon?
Least favorite. Well, let's see. I do not like the matadors. I used to love those. Can't stand them anymore. I won't even pick them up. If I would rather die than pick up a pair of patties almost. And let's see if there's something else that I don't. Oh, the Seiko. I'm horrible. Absolutely horrible. I can feel like I can have the scope or be focused right on you and shoot and still miss you. So yeah, that's horrible.
I'm hit and miss with
Some
the
are beast with
Seiko.
it.
I can pick it up and be perfect with it for like an entire night of gaming, and then I'll pick it up the next day and I won't hit anything. It will be terrible. So
Yeah. I've never hit one person with it in game. So I'm just like, just drop
dang.
it. Yeah.
All right. Note to self: Hot Drop, Seiko, RusticMoon. Go
Rustic's
get her.
dead. Yes, she's dead because she cannot hit. I had a guy coming at me. I mean, he was literally right in front of me, and I shot 3 times and missed all 3 of them. That's how bad I am with a Seiko.
Yeah, that happens. That can happen with me with like just about any gun, though. All right. Your weapon wheel. Do you like to organize your weapons, or do you just throw them in there and switch about?
I do like my weapons to be on the front side. Like I have my cyber blades, then my weapons here, and then the back side can be like my sodas, my bananas, however, my grenades on that side. But the rest of the one, I definitely want front part. I want my weapons because I want it to be an easy grab.
Okay, very good. And what about your teammates? How do you jump into a game and decide who you're going to play with? Does it include noobs? Do you like to play solo? Do you like to play with squeakers? Or do you line something up in Discord first? How do you decide who you're going to play with?
I do have Discord. Dredd has been my partner for the last year and a half. So he is normally in every game that I play because he's been my partner since like I started streaming technically. And so otherwise I have a couple that will always get in and say, hey, do you need a third? And I will let them in Discord always play. But if we can't find a third and I see someone on that I'm normally pretty comfortable with, and they might know my play style. Other than that, I have had several people that just start following me to ask to play, and I am down anytime to playing with someone new.
Nice.
Squeakers, I have had them in the lobbies as long as they're not extreme and they don't have like their little kid with like a lot of language. I'm okay with that. But I don't like playing solos. I mean, I have, but I will only do that if I just have to while I'm waiting on someone. But most of the time I don't do solos. If my partner's getting on, I'll get on. If not, then we just end up not playing.
Okay. And these beautiful skins that Pop One gives us to purchase and earn and go through different events with and achieve. Let's talk about what your favorite skin from Big Box is. What's your favorite one they've put out there?
Right now is this one. I hate that I missed the original one because it was
welcome to my channel.
Because I came like a year later. So
Hard Knocks _life.
The Morgan skin before.
Welcome to my channel.
I know there's a big thing about the original skins, and I know sometimes that can be a controversy, and I don't blame the guys that purchased that before because right now they are doing a lot of remakes of the originals, which is kind of sad. But this one and the one that you have on, I love that skin. Like that is the skin that, because I am a huge like horror person, so that would be my go-to skin if I had been on when that skin. I know they've got it out now, which I own it, but it's not green. You can't get this vibe with
Yep.
that skin that they
Yep.
have out now.
Not only
So,
that,
yeah.
but I feel like it's like a schoolgirl witch. Like I feel like there's this like schoolgirl to it, where it's just kind of like
and
it's
she's kind of
softer.
sexy too. You know, she's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
that little sexy look going on. But
Yeah,
I love that skin. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know, but I'm glad I wore it.
Yes.
If you could have your own skin created for you, or if you could have your own idea put out there and created for you, what would you want Big Box to create in a skin?
I have actually asked them to make a duplicate of Harley Quinn. The inside of
Yes!
me is screaming for Harley Quinn. She is my evil side. I love Harley. I have all things Harley. I even collect like Harley Pops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is if we could have a like look-alike for Harley Quinn, that would be my go-to skin.
I've also put out there before that we've got like the male clown. Why not have a female clown? And then I threw out there, you know, it would be really easy. You could just kind of go off of a Harley Quinn.
You
yes. Could get fairly close.
I love a good Harley. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about if you were a brand new player and there was something that you would need to know right away, because we learn our skills as we go along and we learn how to do things easier as we go along. What is something you would tell a new player that they need to learn right away to get better almost instantaneously?
Just just don't try to learn all the big guns. Just grab your gun that you're comfortable with and use that gun until you're able to get into the training park to practice. Because I know when I first started, I mean, I've never been a gun. First person shooter games have never been something that I did until I picked up WAP 1. So I didn't know anything between an SMG and an AR, and I knew what pistols, but even like snipers, and didn't know anything. So if you're coming into the game for the first time, even if you want to Google those items, Google those so you can know more about when you get into the game, what if it's an AR, an SMG, that way you know what you're picking up. To me, I did that when I started. Google, I would try to find something out there that would help me as far as like Pop 1 related. That would help me to know if that was AR. And if you go into training park, you can learn on training park
Raptor Bro 13.
That's a good way to learn those.
Welcome to my channel.
Yeah.
Good. What's up, Raptor? Hello, everybody else that's been popping into this stream. I'm interviewing Rustic Moon, one of our Population 1 content creators. She is live right now over on Twitch and on YouTube. Hello. If you guys haven't already found her and followed, please do so. Feel free to leave my stream to go hang out in her stream. That is what these interviews are for. Yeah. And then make sure you guys share out the content, even to your grandma. Hey.
My husband's watching, so
see, there we go. We can share it out to family. It counts. Yeah, find somebody that would be new to Population 1 and see if maybe Rustic Moon is their flavor and get them to start playing. You never know.
Yes.
All right.
My husband would love to play this game, but he sucks at it. I'm not even gonna lie. He's tried for a year. I took him into a custom room when I had a custom room one time, and with everyone that was in my Discord, and we went in, and bless his heart, he kept dying and just kept dying. He can't even remember how to load a gun or anything. So it was just one of those things that was, and he watches so many people play, and he loves to watch it, but he just can't get it. He can't get it. But he supports.
Hello, Red Legend.
Hello, Devil's Reaper.
Right. Are you willing to share your current stats?
I do not mind at all. They suck, but I will give them to you.
Okay.
Let me pull them right quick.
Hello.
Devil's Reaper said to tell you hello, Tipsy, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him hello. He's standing right next to me playing Pop. What a dork. What a dork.
That's
and now
funny.
He's giggling like a schoolgirl.
I heard that.
Raptor Bro 13.
Thanks, babe, for watching Rustic Moon.
Thanks for subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks for the sub.
All right. Now,
we're
some
going to
of
go
these
into
stats are
stats.
kind of screwed up as far as like my games that I've played over the years, because I had the game back when Facebook was going on, and then I played it for almost 8 months, and it was like up to level 42. and Facebook banned my account because it got hacked. And that's when our Facebook accounts used to be linked to the, the headsets.
Yep.
So my headset got locked and I couldn't get that account back. So I ended up having to start over. So I ended up starting over.
The pain that goes with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So ended up losing the skins and all the money that went into it.
Yeah.
But the good thing is when they ended up going to the park, and I was already at like level 48 or so on this one. When they went to where you can get an email, I contacted Oculus and they were able to help me. So I got that account back, which is the one that my husband uses now.
Okay.
So he won't use it often because it's still like level 40 something and he gets into a little bit higher rooms. And so he doesn't use that one because he can't play. So the stats as far as like the gameplays and what I've had are a little off. But as far as like with this account right now, the games I've played is 3,944.
Okay.
I've had 643 wins, which kind of sucks out of 3,000 and something. Kills is 40, right at 4,600. Damage, which I love my damage, is 1,129,324. My win percent is only at 16 based on, my wins. And my kills per game are only at 1.16. Which sucks because you can have kills where you get anywhere between 6 to 10 kills in a game and then no kills at all.
Yep, I know how that
damage
goes.
per game. Yeah, and then damage per game is like right at 287.
Okay,
so
all right.
It's not good, but I mean at least it's 1 kill per game anyway, and not less than that.
Hey, you know what? It doesn't. The stats don't matter. I asked the question because some people it does matter too. But I see that you're a really good player, and I know that you can beat me.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that it's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know, it was so funny. I was watching back Saddest Clown's video the other night, and I was playing with Scuzzle and I was playing with Daze, which are two really good players. And it was funny because we met Saddest Clown and he was with GSII and Big Tex, and I watched back that gameplay and they were chasing us the entire map trying to look for us.
Yeah.
And we happened to get away from them because they almost had us down. So we ended up crossing the other side of the map and was able to get healed. And they spotted us, but they ended up trying to get the other parties down. So we were the last team. We were the two teams. Yeah. And it was so funny because GSI was like, you guys be careful because she's really dangerous. So you've got to be careful. So approach her properly.
No.
And what he didn't know is we hadn't won a game yet. We'd been on several, like an hour, and hadn't won one game yet at that point because we were getting a lot of second places, but no wins. And so when I watched that, I started laughing. I was like, I'm not that dangerous. I promise.
That's awesome. All right. I'm just moving around here. There we go. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the rank placement system that they had in place. You were around, I assume, during rank placement. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Would you like to see it come back?
I enjoyed it while it was there, but then it got too many people were just trying to camp instead of playing the game. It was all about placement. So after so long, it just kind of got where I didn't enjoy it anymore because I do like to push a little bit. So the camping just got old. So I was glad they did take it away, and I wouldn't want to see it come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're standing in a sandbox map currently made by Weller 107. Yes. Thank you, Weller, for this lovely backdrop we've got for our interview. Weller. What do you think of sandbox?
Chris Gotcha.
I love sandbox. I don't.
Welcome to my channel.
Enough because my partner Dread really doesn't care to come into sandbox, but when I do warm-ups, I love to come into sandbox. The thing is it's gotten a little bit more toxic as far as like the people in it, so sometimes I do have to mute. But this is my go-to when I want to warm up, and I love to host custom rooms and come into sandbox and find new maps because this is fun. New maps are fun, so I enjoy that.
Absolutely. Yep. And now that I'm learning a little bit more about how these guys come in
Hernandez
here and build
underscore
these beautiful
07.
maps, I'm more
Welcome to my
intrigued
channel.
to
Insane.
come in and kind of
Yeah.
Hernandez
search for
underscore
hiding
07
places and secrets, and
said,
they like to play some Easter
Rustic
eggs.
is a
And
singer.
I encourage all Pop One players
Hernandez
to
underscore
try
come
them.
07
into Sandbox and just kind
said,
of like explore.
a great
What's up,
singer.
Yeah.
Hernandez?
Ask Clown makes some great ones, like with very big
Mhm.
Easter eggs. Like you'll find one spot that might drop you underneath the map, and it's just like it's insane how sometimes their mind can go into it. Some of them have spent like maybe 100, 150 hours building
Yep.
one map.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Ask Clown actually built a Super Mario map, and there's a TipsyTrixie room in there. And it has a red
Nice.
rocket launcher, my favorite weapon.
I don't know if I've seen
yeah,
that one then.
it's a little tap room, I believe, and he's working on it. So
Nice.
yeah, he started it. My name's
Nice.
up on the wall. It's really cool.
Sweet. That'll be cool to see.
I know. Like he kind of told me he was going to do it, but I had to find it on my own, so we had to go
That'd be a
hunting.
good place to do your interviews. Yeah.
I know.
Mac Cheese
in
VR.
Tipsy's
To have it
tap
behind
room.
you.
Welcome
Yeah.
to my channel.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mac Cheese VR
What's up, Mac Cheesy?
said,
Hello, guys. Thank you
hello
for
to
coming
two
in.
of my
Everyone.
favorite peeps.
Aw, thanks, Mac Cheesy. Two of his favorite peeps, of course. Rustic-Moon.
Mac Cheesy
Hello.
rocks. Him and
Yeah.
his wife are lovely people.
Yep, Miss Whiskey. Let's
Yes.
talk about free-to-play Pop. What do you think about free-to-play? Do you like it? Where do you think it's going?
I don't mind it, but I guess the reason why I don't really mind it is because I've always had my partners in general. So I think if it can boost big box for the better, then I would recommend it. But I think a lot of people are dropping out because they're getting a lot more kids in their lobbies and they're not appreciating it. But I think the kids can be good if they keep it to the non-toxic side. You get a lot of kids that are just like, oh, like, where's that going? Oh my God, But no, I don't mind it at all. I don't mind. I love meeting new people, so new people are fun to me. And I think a lot of people, because I mean, even though $30 wasn't much, some people might not have been able to afford that. Because some people live from
Tensu
paycheck to
underscore
paycheck, so doing
underscore
free would allow
underscore
those people to
underscore
get in here that
underscore
wanted to play the
underscore
game, so
underscore underscore
Exactly.
underscore 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 underscore
And
underscore
also,
underscore
when it was
underscore
$30,
underscore
it was
underscore
like,
underscore.
is it worth doing the $30
Welcome
if you
to
jump
my
in and
channel.
you end up not liking it? And then there goes $30 down the drain, and you could have
Right.
spent that on another
Right.
game, or yeah.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
a lot of the behaviors from other games are starting to come into Pop, and us OG players have a job to keep that culture going. Because
Exactly.
you can always retrain a culture. You can always
Yeah.
reteach how it's supposed to be. You just have to be strong enough to make it through. Because some of them,
Right.
whoo,
Yeah.
some of them
We were with
lobbies,
a kid.
dang.
We were with a child. He was like one of a random. We went in, Dred and I, with just grabbed a random, and it ended up being a really kid. And he was really, I mean, I was really surprised. He had just bought the game like 5 days before, and I mean, he was making kills. And he said something about, well, I like being toxic. And Dred explained to him, don't be toxic. You'll make this community will go further without that, and explain to him how you'll make more friends with people in the game just not being toxic. And he was like, well, I didn't think of it like that. So it's just putting out the word that you're going to do better if you're not toxic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is your level of being involved with playtesting?
I actually am very excited because the last update that they had was the first time I was ever invited in. So I was very excited to be part of the one where they brought Sandbox in. So I was part of the Sandbox one also, but when they brought it into the last playtest and I got to do that, I was very intrigued because I thought it was always neat to see people do the playtesting, and so I was very glad to be able to be part of the last one.
Do you have any opinions on where Big Box should spend their time on game development?
I don't know if bringing in some of the sandboxes, I understand where they're going with it as far as like rotating it into the map,
Uh-huh.
but I think instead of, and I know that's part of probably showing off that, but I think instead of taking the OG map out or the newer map and just taking it off in general, you can
Yep.
customize that map while we're still playing it just like you do the rest. Don't force us to play the classic map for like almost a month, you know? I mean, they can do updates behind the scenes just like they always do. That's
Sure.
been my only thing lately is because I feel like they could update that and not force people into either playing Sandbox or Classic.
Yep.
So
Yep. I get that. I do think there was some strategy, and I don't know what the truth is to this, but I think there was some strategy to taking out the Metro map and putting in the classic map because it is so
Vipsrian 2 day.
generic, so to speak.
Welcome to my
with
channel.
it going free to play and everybody coming in, this large number of players coming in at such a low level and learning new skills, I have a feeling that they did it
true.
for the free to play
To give
players.
them a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
they
probably
start
very
at
true.
the base level where we all started. They learn the basic skills, move about the map easier. There's not so much vertical climb. The loot is in very specific places as you're learning a game,
Yeah.
and so I do
So
have
then
a
I
feeling
think,
that was strategic.
so then what I feel like they probably do is if they do that, and if that is the case, then maybe make it so that kind of like what they did with the Metro Royale, to make it to get to a certain
Rara
level
underscore
before
Zen.
you can enter that class.
Welcome
that
to
map.
my channel.
And like if they can get to level
Rara
20 and feel a
underscore
little bit
Zen.
more comfortable and their stats get up
Said,
there, then
Yeah.
move on where they can actually
Hi,
go
can you
into
tell
that.
RusticMoon
So then
that
that
I am
would give them
sorry
a little
about
bit more
last time?
comfortable,
It
you
is
know,
me,
comfortable space when
SSMMC.
they go into Metro.
Okay.
I think that would be a good thing.
Yeah, and they can earn their maps such as you earn your skins. That would be kind of cool.
Exactly, yeah.
I like that idea a lot. All right, we've got somebody in chat. RRA Exen. Hi, can you tell Rustic Moon that I'm sorry about the last time? It is me, SSMMC. Does that mean anything to you?
I see that in here. It's me, SSMMC. Sorry about last time. I am assuming maybe you killed me and Pop, I think.
That's usually what it is, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny. Yeah.
I don't take
Come
it
into
as
your
hard
stream
feelings.
and say sorry about killing you. Hey, that's the game.
I'm not
What's
really
up,
that hard.
Pilto?
I'm not that
that's
hard to
funny,
kill.
you guys. I feel the same way. You don't need to apologize. I enjoy dying by
Don't
your
apologize.
hands.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Let's talk about your streaming content. Why did you choose to stream?
When I first started the game, I loved the game so much that my brother kind of recommended me because I didn't meet a lot of people in the community because I played with him, and like I think my nephew started playing. So I kind of had a small group
Rara
that I
underscore
played with
Zen.
and didn't kind of branch out.
Said,
and
no, I
was
was mean
afraid
to her that why.
So when he introduced me to Saddest Clown, he kind of recommended to watch his content. It would help me to do better. So I spent so much time on YouTube in between like work and stuff watching Saddest, and then I ended up joining his Discord. And from that, probably within a month, I think I joined him in maybe April. And within April and May, we had talked so much that I wanted to stream. So I just began to like buy the PC,
RBL
started searching because I enjoyed watching it so much that I thought it was neat that people
Welcome
would
to
put
my
themselves
channel.
out there, whether you're living
Jason's
or dying,
1x4.
it doesn't matter. I think it's just fun
Welcome
that you're
to
giving
my
someone
channel.
something to watch. So that's where I was like, that's very interesting, and I want to do that, whether I'm dying or not. That's where I want to go with it. So that's what I did. And he spent many hours probably helping me, even calling me to try to help me out. So
he is awesome. Like I love his content. So good choices on being kind of inspired by who you're inspired by. Some clarification from that person in chat. Apparently they were mean to you and they wanted to apologize. So that's what that was.
I don't guess I remember that. I don't take a lot of the mean. I mean, after you tend to leave the lobby, it's like you say whatever you got to say, and you're like, well, I don't take it with me. It's a game half the time, and once I take the headset off, what happens in the game happen. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't hold grudges. I'm all good.
Let's talk when you're jumping into Pop 1, putting on the headset, and you've got maybe some games planned ahead. What do you do for warm-up? Do you use the training park? Do you jump into TDM? Are you crazy and you just go straight into squads? How do you warm up in the game?
It depends. If I know that my partner Dread is getting on with me, if he's already into a game, I will go straight into not the training part, but into TDM. So I'll go into sandbox and try to warm up. Now, if he isn't on yet, there will be times if I want to learn a new gun, like trying to learn the op. After that, I did go into the training part. But I felt like I couldn't get as much use out of it because there wasn't actually moving bodies. So I feel like I get more training by going into
Tell to
sandbox
UN
with
banned me on
items,
Twitch.
and that gives me the option to learn lead
_Zen
time and what it takes to actually work that item. So
Okay.
Twitch.
I prefer going into TDM
_Zen
to do some warm up if he's not already on. But if he's on and available, I'll grab him and we'll go straight in. So
okay. And then what about when you're playing and you hit the platform? You've got to decide when you're going to hot drop, when you're going to pod. How do you make your decision for that?
We always hot drop if we're on the ends, except if we're over toward like the 9-pack. There's always a bad drop there, so we won't drop an armory on the bad side. If we're in the middle, most of the time we won't unless we're right at around like outpost. We will normally drop there, or at not Sim, but over at Kingdom, we'll drop there. But other than that, most of the time, middle we will pot out, and ends we'll drop.
Okay, very good. I play very similar to that. When playing, have you noticed any glitches recently?
Shadowcat 8 Pop 1. Welcome to my channel.
Not a lot. I noticed, I think I kind of got stuck in, which is good. I haven't been getting stuck in the wall, but I was half stuck in the wall, which was weird. It was like my little backpack thing on the back was kind of stuck, and I was able to move around and get out from that. But as far as like glitches, I haven't seen a lot, except for like your graphics. Maybe you might see a hole until you get a little closer. I noticed I was shooting one time and I was like, it is not even touching that guy. And then I got closer and realized, well, there was a heal there and I couldn't see it because it didn't come into zone until like it wasn't there until I got closer.
I was not even hitting. I was coming out of cemetery once, headed towards the helipad, and the long bars on the bottom going down to the ground of the helipad. Same place?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's people that were hiding behind that little bar, the wall, and I was shooting them, and I was like, I know I'm shooting them in the head, and I would shoot, and as I got closer, I noticed that there was a wall there, and I'm like, oh.
I think that's the same spot that I was recognizing that I was, it wasn't coming in, and the closer I got, I realized why. So
okay, yeah, that was really annoying to me because I was wasting bullets from far back, and I know I'm hitting them.
I know I'm hitting them.
Yeah, it ended up getting me killed because we had somebody up higher in the tower that was watching me come closer. Yeah, that sucked. RusticMoon, I'm going to guess whether or not you're a rage quitter. I do not think rage quitting is in your book. Are you a rage quitter?
No, I'm not. I have actually only done that once, and that's because we were in with a random guy, and he was actually pretty good at first. My partner, Dread, was kind of fighting someone, and the guy was wanting him to revive, and he was trying to say, hey, give me a second, guy, I'm fighting someone. And the guy started literally just calling him a jerk, and he was no good, and calling him trash. And I was kind of over in like Frontier coming down because they were in train station area. And I just stopped because it was so bad at that point that I just told Dread, I'm not going to listen to someone degrade someone like that.
Welcome to my channel.
There's no cause for that. And I
_Green.
Time I've ever done it.
Said.
And then it was actually
hello,
like the next
beautiful
day we got
ladies.
On, we were playing and
Green heart.
He ended up being in our squad and I didn't recognize the name.
Green.
But he goes,
said,
oh my God, it's you two again.
Yeah,
and
she's too sweet to rage quit.
Because I wasn't going to do it. I don't like to rage quit because I don't like when I'm in the middle of the game and someone leaves and just leaves us with two people.
Yep.
But
And
that
just
was
so
the
you
only time
know, Millie J says you're too sweet to rage quit. And hello, beautiful.
Hello,
Hi, Millie
Millie.
J.
Yeah, I think that is part of my heart. I have a really big heart.
Yeah.
And I'm very soft-hearted, so I don't like to leave people, just even in general in real life. I'm just like I won't treat them wrong, and that's why even on stream I try to be really nice to everyone because that's just me though.
Yeah,
And
I appreciate
so
that.
like rage quitting is just not one of those things that I like to do.
I appreciate that very much. So, hello, George. Hello, Laz. Thank you guys for popping in the stream. I'm over on Facebook and Twitch, but we've got our interviewee here, RusticMoon. She is also live on Twitch and YouTube. Feel free to go find her, say hello in her streams as well. Follow her if you guys are not already. We are getting down to the last couple of questions here in our interview, so thank you for spending the time in the stream.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to get to some favorites, okay?
Okay.
If you feel like adding more than one because it's an uncomfortable question, it's okay to do that. Who is your favorite streamer to watch?
I actually do have a couple. Of course, Saddest, because he was one of the first ones, so I don't ever miss. And if I miss half the time, we're always on at the same time. I will go back and rewatch. I'm one of those that if we're friends, I'm going to support your content even outside, so I'm going to give you that view. Rad Fox. I will be at work and I will have an earbud in while I'm at work because she's 8 hours, ahead of me.
Yep.
So I will be at work supporting her the entire time I'm at work. I will have her going in the background, watching on my phone with an earbud in all day. So those are two, and then I love to watch CosMoon. CosMoon, I met her in a lobby, which was funny because she goes, "Oh my God, another Moon," which is very rare that you see someone with the name Moon.
Are you going to Vegas?
We met. I want to really, yeah. I plan on it.
Okay. Because she's going to Vegas.
Yes, and she's offered me to stay with her for free because I was going to go, and then she wasn't going to go because she wasn't sure if she was going. Okay. So I had going to go with me, and she kind of backed out. So I was like, "Well, crap, I don't." And it was getting late, and I was like, "It's getting more expensive." And so Cosmo finally messaged me. She's like, "Hey, I think we're going to go." But I talked to her husband, and she's like, "We're more than welcome for you to stay with us for free if you want to get you a flight." So
yeah.
Right now I'm looking, but I think the only thing is I would be able to leave on Friday evening, like after work, because I have a huge trip coming up in like June for like almost 10 days. So I took off a long period. So I'll have to leave after work and then get there, and then I would have to leave that Saturday night because she's only staying for one night. So but it would be worth it just to meet some people in the community.
Well, we'll be there. We'll be there actually with Pop One Baby.
Yes, and I'm also trying to get some people that's on my Discord that are relatively in like the California area, trying to get them to drive in.
Awesome. Okay. Let's talk about who you believe the best Pop One player is today.
The best, I would probably, in my opinion, I think a lot of even Rad Fox. I mean, she kills it. The girl kills it with an op. That's where I'm trying to learn a lot of my op skills because she thinks about everything. And I love to watch her, as well as Saddest again. They amaze me because even I get very intimidated when if he'll ping me sometimes. I get very intimidated because I know their techniques are very thought out, and hence why I do try to play very thought out moves, and because I don't want to die. So when I play with Rad, it's one of those things when you play with them, you're like, "Oh my God, don't let me look stupid." They're very good. So I played one game with her and Mac, and we were in the tower, and I was like, "Oh my God, they both died. What am I gonna do?" So I took off flying to try to get us out of that, and I didn't know what else to do because the people were chasing me. So I flew out and just climbed up the tower.
Gotta get out of here.
I just sat there, and I got them up, and we won the game. So I felt accomplished in that one because I was like, made the right choice.
Perfect. I get like that too, where I'll play with somebody who I'm like, this person in my brain is like somebody who I've always wanted to play with, and I'll jump in the game with them, and I'll either like be awesome and be like, yes, thank God, or I will just blow it and I'll be like, they're never gonna want to play with me.
Oh my
again.
God, they're gonna see 0 kills and go,
Yeah.
oh my God, why did I play with this person?
Exactly. Like, oh, remove
But when you
from
play
friend list.
with Rad, it's hard to get a kill in because those two are killers, you know.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah,
that has actually
you're
made me a better player, playing with 2 super sweats on a regular basis, because when I don't get any kills and I got really high damage, when I play with other people, I generally get a lot of kills because I'm not playing with 2 super sweats. So there is theory to making you a better player if you play with those really good players. So.
And I agree with that. It really does. Because, you know, I mean, I'll blow, like, sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, I got 10 kills. And, you know, it really surprises you when you get anywhere between 8 to 10 kills. And I love getting by, you know, but then there's turn around the next game and you're like, oh crap, 0.
Yeah, you get 14 kills and then you go into the next game with somebody awesome and you get 0 and you're like, I wish you were with me before.
You look at that lobby and you're like, I'm gonna die.
Yep, I've been there. All right, final question of the interview. So we all talk about instances in Pop 1 that bring you back to like such a great memory, or a person that you met that you made a good connection with. You mentioned Cosmoon being one of them, kind of things. Can you share a memory or something that happened in Pop 1 that always brings you back to that instance that you would want to share with others?
I think, and honestly, I've really enjoyed my partner, Dread. We play well together, and I know there's been times that we might even on stream kind of have words, but the thing is after a stream, we're always messaging each other. And I met him through Saddest. We ended up playing, I think, in a game together. So meeting Dread through the game and making a friend. So anytime I can make a friend through the game, I'm very thankful for the friends and the community in general that I've met. So as far as memories, it's just meeting the people. And I think later on in years, that would be the thing that I would remember most about Pop 1 is meeting the people that I've met. So probably not whether or not my stats were good. It's the people that I've met for sure. Yeah.
It's that personality stamp that people leave on your heart, and it's so true. The community does a great job, people connecting in different ways, and then how your relationship grows throughout playing a video game. It's really cool. So absolutely. Well, RusticMoon, I don't want to take too much more of your time for this beautiful weekend day, but I do want to thank everybody in chat that came along to say hello to RusticMoon. And if you guys haven't already, I know that you're still popping into the stream to like and share and make comments. I appreciate that, but most importantly, please head over to RusticMoon. Will you be continuing to stay live after this?
I will be going back. I think Clown may be still streaming Tabor. I was playing Ghost of Tabor before this. Okay. So if they're still live, I'm going to probably hop back in with them to stream some more Ghost of Tabor. And then I think later tonight we're supposed to have a big screen thing that Clown is doing. So I think we're going to watch a movie tonight.
Fun stuff. So, okay. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining our interview today with RusticMoon. RusticMoon, take it easy. Have a good rest of your weekend. And we'll see you. Catch you on the flip side.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Guys.
All right. Thank you for those stars, Brucey. Hello. Okay. There we are, wrapping up another one of our Population 1 interviews, and we're going to say goodbye to Rustic. And we've got another one scheduled for you guys on Wednesday coming up this week. I'll give you a sneak peek of that person. Lester. Are you guys aware of who Lester is? Yep. Lester's going to be on my Wednesday interview. And I'm going to find you guys somebody on Twitch here to send you to. Let's go ahead and see who's online right now. And everybody on Facebook, thank you for all your likes and your shares and your comments in there. I see you there. Thank you for the stars, you guys' commitment to hanging out during these interview streams. I do have somebody that I'd like to send you over to. They are a friend of mine and a friend of Reaper's. If you guys aren't already following him, I would really appreciate it. He is a former interviewee of mine. If I can find him here on the list. Give me just a second as you guys are being super patient. Thank you. Oh, there they are. Okay. I'm going to send you guys over to the Dr. Riddler. Riddler is working on becoming affiliated, so if you guys could hang out in his stream, even if it's just to hang out for some time, make sure you guys are following, or just leave it on while you're doing something this weekend. Help Riddler out, become affiliated. That would be really great. Everybody have a great one. I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a great weekend. See you on Wednesday.